Hi, I'm Shao. I don't know if you have noticed, but recently, not only recently, in the past few years, camera manufacturers have been busy developing Uber gear. What I mean by that is lenses with very wide apertures for what they are, such as zooms with an f2 maximum aperture, even f1.8, and primes with excessively open apertures, such as f1.2 primes for 35, 50, 85 millimeters, and f2 primes for 200 millimeters. The idea about those very wide apertures is not low light photography. It's basically subject separation. Subject separation, or really obliterating the background, the context of the scene, is the easy way to achieve seemingly professional results. This is what makes the difference, according to many photographers, between amateurish images and high quality professional ones. But I don't really like this effect. Of course, all those lenses are very modern ones. They prioritize resolving power over anything else. So they are very sharp, even wide open. There is no point really in stopping them down in order to achieve more sharpness. They are simply good enough at the widest aperture setting. To achieve that, those lenses have multiple low dispersion elements, which render the images rather flat. Add to that the very blurred, sometimes obliterated background, and you get a real disconnect between the subject and the context, like those were two separate layers. It almost looks like a green screen effect used in video productions to add a background to a subject. All those Uber lenses have something else in common. They are very expensive. On average, they are about 3,000 euros or US dollars. Now, the price of those lenses is based on the assumption on the side of the manufacturers that they will not have an immense demand. It's not really production costs, which are only a fraction of the retail price. It's more to account for the R&D expenses, and also, of course, to account for the required profitability on such low volume items. But it's a circle, you see. Demand is not a solid thing. It heavily depends on the pricing. So if you want to sell an item, you have to make it as affordable as you can. But those Uber lenses are made with exclusivity in mind. Manufacturers like to make them seem special because to their mind those are top quality items that should be scarce. To push those lenses, cameras, of course, manufacturers use influencers, mainly on YouTube, but not only. Those influencers really create a sense of FOMO for the potential buyers. And this is something I greatly oppose. You see, FOMO is perhaps the most effective sales tactic because it creates a cognitive dissonance. On the one hand, you don't really need those lenses. You can do with way cheaper items that are 95% equivalent to those top tier pieces of gear. But knowing that there is something even better than what you have out there, and you do not own it, even if your intended use of these high quality optics is rather limited, creates a bitter taste in your mouth. So sometimes you succumb to your desire to own the best, to have the state of the art in your camera bag. I am quite allergic to YouTube videos titled with a superlative, like the best or the top, or this X item beats everything else. Yeah, you know what I mean. Those, every time such an item is announced, those videos appear on YouTube like mushrooms after the rain. They usually contain mouth-watering sample images that really showcase the capabilities of those lenses in very well-selected scenarios. However, at this early stage of the product's life cycle, the images are rarely compared to equivalent images you can get from existing pieces of gear. So everything is slightly, or even more than slightly, biased. Those early videos often fail to mention shortcomings of the gear. A few weeks ago, for instance, Sigma announced a 200mm f2, and everybody was highly excited by the capabilities of that lens, regardless of its very limited use cases. But they somehow failed to mention some glaring shortcomings, such as the heavy weight of the lens. It's almost 2 kilos. The prominent focus breathing, which is another problem, especially for use in video. It's almost like as long as sharpness wide open is good enough, nothing else matters. One more example is the new Hasselblad X2D2, a medium format camera that incorporates a LiDAR autofocus system. Everyone is excited by this new technology that has not been utilized before in photography cameras, although I remember other cameras, quite exquisite ones, like a model of Alpa that did use LiDAR. But it never seeped into the consumer market. So now this new amazing medium format camera can autofocus successfully in low light, and in some cases even make use of this new autofocus system for continuous autofocus and for subject tracking. But looking at some of those videos makes it clear that technology is far from perfect. Autofocus is still rather slow, rather inaccurate. Few reviewers care to mention it because it's their job to create an excitement around new products. Two more species of videos I tend to skip are the ones titled Why I Bought X and Why You Should Buy Too. Such titles and such videos reek of cognitive dissonance. It's as if presenter suffers some buyer's remorse, and they are looking for justification for their purchase. So they unknowingly try to encourage others to repeat the decision to buy that item, and by that acquire some peace of mind, some justification. The other type of video has pro in its title, as if professional photographers did something else, as if there were some trade secrets that are not obtainable by hobbies or by anyone else. And this is all nonsense. There is nothing secret about the skill of photography or the gear available that only those lucky enough to make a living out of photography should know. All the technique is obtainable by learning, by gaining experience. There is really no photography guild or secret professional society that owns all those secrets. In the coming weeks, there will be a lot of announcements of professional gear, especially cinema, camera and lenses that might seduce you to spend more than you planned. And I think it's an appropriate time to warn you. Please think twice before you buy anything new. Consider whether a new high-end market would really enable you to produce results that you cannot produce now. I just know that because I have been there. I have already done those mistakes many times, and they cost me. They cost me financially, they cost me in my evolution as a photographer, because they distract me from the main thing, which is expressing myself, creating good images. The fact that something makes it easier to achieve professional results, results that are considered good or high quality by the majority of the populace, but they mean nothing to me. I had fantastic lenses, or at least this is what they are considered. I had 5 different Sigma art lenses, all f1.4 primes, that achieved the best resolving power at the time of the heyday, which I didn't really like. It took me ages to get rid of them all. I'm so glad I finally did. They were all flat and horrible. They killed my images. Easier is not always better. As I explained in a recent video, you do need to feel the limitations of your gear in order to create some friction in your process, to make you more involved in the technical decision making that is really intertwined with the creative decision making. If you don't know what I mean, I will link the video that discussed it. None of the lenses I own and like were produced in the past 7 or 8 years. Not autofocus lenses. I have some manual focus lenses made for rangefinders that are newer, but Out of my autofocus lenses, most of my favorites were introduced many years ago. I wish someone had told me that before I ventured into all those newer, higher resolving lenses that can really ruin your photos. So, boys and girls, please do not believe everything you watch. Right, that will be all for today. Sorry for the rant. If you find this video helpful, please consider buying me a coffee. It's a nice gesture between gentlemen. You will find the link in the description below. Thank you for watching and see you again soon.